Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Call Laim Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakal, Kadash, double honor to the apostles and elders which are a great millstone. Peace and blessing to the sincere Akim pushing his truth and sincerity and diligently putting the videos up throughout the week to feed the sheep. And shalom to the sincere Aquafium, listen and learn in sincerity. It's McCall from the Trump in the VA camp. And we get right into it. So I'm gonna do a lesson on basically the House of Saul versus the House of David. Okay, which is going to be pride versus humility, because when you look at the House of David, you got two of the most humble men to walk the earth, which is King David and Yahweh Shai. Okay, and that's what comes out of the house of David. And then you got the spirit of the house of Saul, which is obviously at the head of it, King Saul. And ultimately you want to, just based on the spirit of King Saul, I want to throw in the wicked scribes and Pharisees, because the same anger and hatred and jealousy that King Saul had for David is the same spirit that was on the wicked scribes and Pharisees over Yahweh Shai, that he was doing miracles, that he had knowledge, right? They wanted to overthrow him because they were jealous and angry, and that basically they had that Saul spirit on them. And I'm read, this is 2 Samuel 3:1. Now there was long Slakia. Now there was a long war between the house of Saul and the house of David, but David waxed stronger and stronger, and the house of Saul waxed weaker and weaker. And when you look at Saul, as he became weaker, he became more wicked. His righteous spirit diminished and his wicked spirit grew. Okay, when you look at David, his righteous spirit grew as he departed from wickedness. Well, not wickedness, but being carnal. Okay. And ultimately the house of David is going to wax stronger when you look at it in the sense where people are waking up to being Israelites, and the house of David is obviously within that number, and they're going to continue to get stronger and stronger in the faith and the truth and sincerity, while the wicked are going to be wicked in the world. They're going to get this knowledge and then find better ways to be wicked, more crafty ways to be wicked and conceal their wickedness. Okay, so it's still going to go hand in hand. But I'm going to go over here. Matter of fact, first I'm going to start here. First Samuel 16:6, and it came to pass when they were come, he looked on Eliab and said, surely Yahweh is anointed. Surely Yahweh's anointed is before him. So this is during the time where Jesse was bringing out all his sons to see which one was going to be anointed to be king. So he brought out, Jesse brought out his oldest son, Eliab, and David seen him. He was big. He looked good. He looked strong. He had knowledge. Okay, so Yahweh was like, Samuel was just thinking in his head, like, surely this is the guy. And the reason why he thought this is because it was basically how, what's his name? How Saul was before he was anointed king. I'm going to get that and then come back to this. For Samuel's 9:2, and this is talking about Saul. It says, and he had a son whose name was Saul, a choice young man and godly, and there was not among the children of Israel a godlier person than he. From his shoulders and upward, he was higher than any of the people. So King David was he just looked the so-called the part. Okay, he so-called looked the part. He was big. He was he so-called looked good. Okay, he had money. He pretty much had everything a man could ask for. And you look at today at these so-called pastors, people see them and then just think, okay, this is definitely a man of the Lord. But let's go back. This is 1 Samuel 16. I'm going to finish on 7. It says, but Yahweh said unto Samuel, look not on his countenance or on the height of his stature, because I have refused him. So Yahweh Shemi Ashad basically telling Samuel, listen, we're not dealing with that with the carnal looking thing anymore. Okay? And we know, matter of fact, this is 2 Corinthians 4:16, for which, because we faint not, but though our outward man perish, yet the inward man is renewed day by day. So Yahweh Shemi Ashad, he set the tone like, listen, we dealing with the inward man. Okay, this is what we need. We want the spiritual man. We went to the carnal man with Saul, right? Now we're gonna try something else. Now we're gonna try a spiritual man. Okay, the man on the inside, which is, it says, but Yahweh said, 1 Samuel 16:7, but Yahweh said unto Samuel, look not on his countenance or on the height of his stature, because I have refused him. For Yahweh seeth not as man seeth. For man looketh on the outward appearance, but Yahweh looketh on the heart. So Yahweh Shemi Shai, he's dealing with the meek, the lowly man. Okay, the man is more spiritual than carnal. Okay, meek, forgiving, humble. These are the things that he's looking for. Okay, these are going to be his guys. These are going to be the house of David. Okay, but let's look at some of the traits. Let's look at some of the other traits of David. First Samuel 16:11. And Samuel said unto it says, and Samuel said unto Jesse, are here are thy children? And he said, there remaineth yet the youngest, and behold, he keepeth the sheep. And Samuel said unto Jesse, send and fetch him, for we will not sit down till he come hither. And he sent. So basically, that was Jesse writing off his son. Like, I got one more son, but he's just a sheep herder. So Samuel said, bring him, let's see him. And he sent and brought him in. Now he was ruddy and withal of a beautiful countenance and godly to look to. And Yahweh said, arise, anoint him, for this is he. So Yahweh Shemi Ashai took a man that was damn near the complete opposite looking of of Saul. Okay, and took almost damn near complete opposite of Saul, because guys that are more leaning towards the physical are going to be less spiritual, and guys that lean more towards spiritual are going to be less carnal. Okay, and clearly Yahweh Shemi Ashai knows that's why he tell you in James 2:5, Yahweh Shemi Ashai chosen the poor of this world, because they're going to be the ones rich in faith. Okay, let's keep going. It's 1 Samuel 16 and 18. It says, then answered one of the servants and said, behold, I have seen a son of Jesse, the Bethlehemite, that is a cunning and playing, talking about music, and a mighty valiant man, and a man of war, and prudent in matters, and a comely person, and Yahweh is with him. So they're telling so Saul right here is looking for the one of Saul's servants told him that he got a bad spirits on him, And then basically, Saul, they said you should get somebody who can play music well because that'll take the spirits off you. So Saul was trying to find out who can play music good to get the spirit off of him. So then that's when she's telling him all these things about David, that he's cunning and playing. He plays instrument well. He's 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 a mighty valiant man. He's a man of war. He's prudent in matters, so he's smart. Okay, he's calmly, so he's a good, meek, humble person. And he said, and ultimately, and it says this is right here the cherry on the cake. Yahweh Shemi Shah is dealing with him. Okay, and this is what they're saying about David. Okay, these are the attributes of David, and we know. Matter of fact, watch this, and that lines up to X. Acts 13:22. And we have removed him, he raised up unto them David to be their king, and to whom also he gave testimony, and said, I have found David, the son of Jesse, a man after mine own heart, which shall fulfill all my will. So there it is. They said David was a man after his own heart, meaning he was like Yahweh Shimi Al Shai. Okay, he was like him, and when you read, like when you just read it, the things about David, he was comely, a man of war, great in battle, right? These are the things also of Yahweh Shemi Al Shai. But I'm gonna come back with a part two. With that, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakal Kadash, Adawan Ratazatam, Tamayim, Akim Yakal, Shalom.